Man, it's an evil world we live in. Y'all remember the days before social media where it kind of felt like, yo, if someone had passed away, you kind of felt like the whole world was mourning, right? Like, now, maybe not the world. Let me not exaggerate to that length, but you kind of felt like if someone passed and everybody that knew that person, everybody mourned together. It was nobody's business if you were on the outside looking in. People didn't have opinions that you could read on the internet or just see plastered on a post. We didn't have none of that shit. But it kind of seems like the internet kind of exposed just how much of assholes the human race might be, bro. Cause we got YouTube CEO son died and people are happy about it, bro. I come from a different time, bro. Different day and age. I'm not used to this shit. I still believe in a moral compass. And I never understood the notion of laughing at someone's death. Ladies and gentlemen, here's one thing about life that you probably don't know. None of us makes it out this bitch alive. We're all gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm gonna die. The thing is inevitable. Everything must come to an end at some point. So the notion of just celebrating someone's child dying and people are happy about it, why is that even a title, son? And this is why I stay away from the sheep mentality, bro. Just look at the times that we're in, bro. Let someone die, let there be a post about it, right? Before you can say, oh, damn, that's fucked up, just read the first comment. Read the first comment and look at how many likes that first comment got, bro. When I tell you people just don't be out here giving a damn, I'm like, yo, bro, God is watching all of us. You think he cares about my 17K subs? You think when it's my time to go, I'm just gonna be like, yo, God, look at all the great things I accomplished. I'm a YouTuber. I got subscribers. I got Patreons. I got Twitch. You think he gives a damn? What happened to the moral code, ladies and gentlemen? But we're about to get into it. This is YouTube's CEO son died, and people are apparently happy about this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, so the former CEO of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki's son, who was 19, just died in his dorm room, and somehow this is good, and a lot of people seem to be celebrating this. Some people are saying she found out he was using an ad blocker. Another person said the sacrifice of her own success. Bro must have been using an ad blocker, vaxxed, womp. And there's some other wild comments like, the ritual has began, a sacrifice was given. If it was a vax injury, we will never hear about it. Susan was a huge advocate for censorship and the suppression of health-related information. What goes around comes around. His last YouTube search was fentanyl overdose, what to do, quote, but he got a 5-minute ad. What an evil woman. He got demonetized, IRL. And listen, a lot of these comments are very hateful and disrespectful because to a lot of these people, Susan Wojcicki ruined their lives. To a lot of these people and potential creators and just viewers, at the time that Susan Wojcicki was the CEO of YouTube, to them, she ruined the platform and then banned a lot of channels that didn't deserve to get banned. And you know, we had the whole demonetization era. You couldn't even swear or say anything non-PG-13 without getting your entire video cut off from earning ads. So to a lot of these people, she absolutely is the bane over their existence, and they probably couldn't care less that her son is now dead, which I find just completely ridiculous, as no child should pay for the sins of their parents. Just because Susan was a horrible CEO does not mean that her son deserved to die. Now I want to read this one post from this former creator, and his name is Mr. Obvious. And he said, I'm not gonna virtue signal over how sorry I am, or quote, even if you don't like her, she doesn't deserve this, quote, crap. Susan Wojcicki destroyed and ruined so many lives. For years, she directly destroyed my livelihood. Obviously, no parent deserves to bury their child, but, quote, spoiled rich kid going to an Ivy League school overdoses on drugs, quote, is a tale as old as time. I went to a community college. I didn't have money for drugs. Then when I finally built a small career for myself, Susan came in and targeted channels like mine. She literally ruined my life. I feel sorry for the kid, as idiotic as it may have been, but I have zero empathy for Susan Wojcicki. She didn't care how many lives she destroyed. I don't care about hers. Get mad about it, cope and seethe. I will never back down on this. And as you can see, this guy's very passionate about the situation. As he said himself, he was a college student. He was broke. Yes, he was an upcoming YouTuber who was getting steady income from YouTube, and then for whatever reason, his channel got terminated. And now he has a grudge against Susan. And if I were in his position, I'd probably feel the same way. But, you know, I don't know. Emotions are a complicated thing, and clearly he feels like his life was ruined, and a lot of other people do too. Some people are saying she voted for this. Another person said she found out he was using ad blocker, killed him dead. Someone else said never show empathy for villains, wish them only the worst. Another person made this meme saying, it is so true, rich fails in values. I had fun on YouTube but can't even go on because it's being throttled to the point it feels like a dial-up, with this meme attached of Susan in clown makeup with the caption, we want to help small content creators, in a sarcastic manner. Somebody said, I don't feel sorry for the kid. Somebody else said karma's the bitch. Now at this point in time, I can't really dictate how these people are are supposed to feel or not to feel, and I can't change their opinions on the matter. All I'll say is that even if
This is that sheep herd mentality. A lot of these people like throwing shade like this aren't even like YouTubers. They don't even know why they don't like them. They don't even know why they don't like her, bro. It's just a cult-like following, bro.
somebody else said karma's a bitch. Now, at this point in time, I can't really dictate how these people are supposed to feel or not to feel, and I can't change their opinions on the matter. All I'll say is that even if Susan was a horrible CEO, a horrible person, or if she supported horrible policies, does not mean that her son should now be shitted on online for what is likely a accidental overdose of whatever drugs he was taking that may have been laced with fentanyl. Now, I'm not going to get into any politics here, but we already know where fentanyl comes from. Obviously, most of it not in this country, from other places, not within our region. I'm not going to say the words, but something needs to be done about this. Too many people are losing their lives because of drug overdoses. Ironically,
That's
two
a fact.
matches passed because of an alleged drug overdose. Now, according to the New York Post, though, they say the 19-year-old son of former YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki died Tuesday inside a dorm at the University of California, Berkeley. Marco Troper, a freshman math major, was found unresponsive in a Clark Kerr campus dorm around 4:23 p.m. and emergency responders' attempts to resuscitate were unsuccessful. And here, as we can see, is Susan with her son and her husband. They say he ingested a drug and we don't know what was in it. One thing we do know is it was a drug. We want to prevent this from happening to any other family, added Esther Wojcicki, who is the grandmother of this young man and the mother of Susan Wojcicki. They say a toxicology report to confirm Troper's cause of death will take up to 30 days, but I'm sure they likely already found out how he died and what was already ingested. The grandmother, Esther Wojcicki, remembered her grandson as the most kind, loving, smart, fun, and beautiful human being in a touching tribute. Our family is devastated beyond comprehension. Troper, a promising math major, was in his second semester at UC Berkeley and a member of Zeta Psi fraternity. Marco's life was cut too short. We are all devastated thinking about all the opportunities and life experiences that he will miss and we will miss together. But yeah, I mean, with all that being said, hopefully now that a very powerful person's child has OD'd from something that has been affecting a plethora of families in poverty, middle class, and poor families all across this country for over a decade, maybe this will finally shed some light to the problem. Like, the issue is so bad that there is a whole YouTube channel called Texas Pictures Documentaries that I found about last year, dedicated in uploading documentary quality videos on all the victims in Texas, teens and young men who are dying from fentanyl-laced drugs. And it's just like sad. Like, I want all of you after this video to head on over to this channel, Texas Pictures Documentaries.
I don't get it. Why are y'all going for anything stronger than weed? Like what is it about wanting to do cocaine, meth? Like, why? Someone needs to break it down for me, bro. Maybe I'm just a dumb. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I'm pretty sure I've never heard of anybody overdosing on weed. Weed could get you as high as you want to go. How high do you want to go? We could take you there. All these look at these cases. Fentanyl poisoning, fentanyl kills. Like, what? Why?
Just take a look at some of their videos. I mean, it's really heartbreaking, honestly. I'm scrolling through this page right now and you can see there are hundreds and hundreds of videos of just people just dying off of this stuff coming from across the, well, I can't say that in this video for obvious reasons, but the one video that I saw last year that really messed me up was this one right here, titled Fentanyl Poisoning Joshua Gillahan's Story.
So this is Joshua Gillahan.
I ain't gonna front, I was probably gonna react to it because he's mentioned it, but since he's gonna play it.
He was only 14 and he was our world.
Whoa.
I honestly can't comprehend why this is not an absolute national emergency. I don't know why we're not having press conferences from the White House, just like we did for COVID, regarding this fentanyl crisis. I don't know why on everyone's TV there's not a scrolling banner at the bottom, warning everyone that nothing is safe unless it comes from a pharmacy. I can't comprehend why a bigger deal is not being made of this situation. Really, we started having some issues, noticing some changes around the 7th grade. So he was about 12. And my husband, when him and his friends came home from being out and about, he just suspected something was weird because we had to go somewhere and my son ran up upstairs real quick to put his backpack away, and that was kind of weird. So my husband wondered what was in the backpack, and he ended up finding some marijuana in the backpack. We had many talks even before this happened about drugs in general, and you have your path to choose, your choices make a difference, and all of that. Many talks. And so of course we started that again, and tried to do everything we could to explain to him why we were so upset.
Now, I know this is obviously a grieving mother, but it almost slipped past me. You had multiple conversations with your junior high school son about the different choices of drugs and not to just stay away from them entirely? I mean, the kid OD'd at 14, so prior to him ODing, he had to have been younger than what he actually was. Why are we having conversations about choices of drugs to take? I mean, maybe I'm taking it out of context, but I don't know.
He really felt like, pot wasn't that big of a deal. Marijuana, what's the big deal? It's all natural, blah, blah, blah. So we started, having more talks, and of course, keeping him under a tighter rein. We even started counseling, trying to figure out what was causing him to want to, do, self-medicate or what have you. So we did that for a long time, and then it was just a battle. It was a battle for a year and a half. We'd find it, he'd get in trouble. It was just kind of back and forth, on and on. I don't know really all the details yet, but at some point, he apparently got some, what he thought was Percocet. And we didn't find this out till after he passed away. And
Damn.
so I don't know if he did that because we were testing him for THC or what really happened, but one morning I was leaving to go on a business trip, and I walked up the stairs to say goodbye, and he didn't answer, and so I got closer and I leaned down to kind of like shake him and
Damn.
wake him up, and he was gone. And he had been gone for a long time. He was really cold. Oh my God.
Damn.
I just walked up here to say goodbye, and I think he's dead. My husband was already at work, so, first you're in disbelief, you're like, his room was always really cold, and we'd gotten a new AC system, and so at first I thought, we just need to warm him up, Just crazy thoughts. But I knew he was gone.
Where are you?
14, bro. What is that, the 8th grade? And honestly, when you're that age, you're just too young to really be able to cope with the consequences behind doing these things to yourself. You feel like your parents tell you this shit. Oh, what do my parents know, right? We always feel, sometimes at that age, we feel detached from our parents, like our parents don't understand what we're going through, or we feel like we're... The biggest misleading thing to anybody that's ever overdosed is they always feel like they're in control. You know what I'm saying? That's the most consistent pattern I've always seen. Like, anybody that's ever overdosed before has always felt like they were in control of the drug problem, or or they were 100% confident in the drug that they were taking, or else they wouldn't have taken it. Like, they probably don't even see blatant signs of something might be off. But 14, thinking that he had gotten perks, bro. The fact that this is all on video is wild. Damn, boy. They tried to warn you, man. They tried to warn you. They tried to warn you, man. This shit happens way too often, bro. 14 is insane. I don't know about y'all. You hear about these cases, but when you see it, shit is heavy, man. And just like that, you go from having a future.
But I wish I would have done more. I so wish I would have joined these groups that I'm in now so I could have shown him, you know, the young people that that have died, you know, I didn't even realize, even as a parent, you know, I didn't really realize the depths of it. And that's a lot of the guilt, you know, that I have, is that we thought we had our problem under control. And I didn't let myself go to the next
Problem
level.
under
I mean, I
control.
literally was worried about him damaging his brain from marijuana.
I was just talking about that.
I never dreamed that he was gonna take something that was gonna kill him. My kid was not perfect, but he was a good kid. He was smart, he was good, he was loving, he was a good kid. And there are a lot of kids like him that are probably doing similar things and their parents don't know it. They're thinking, not my kid, and everybody needs to understand that it can be your kid. If it was my kid, it could be anybody's kid.
And that's where I'm gonna stop the video, honestly. I'm sure many of you, while watching that, felt what I initially felt while I first saw this video. And honestly, I'm sure that is what Susan Wojcicki and the rest of her family are probably feeling right now. This is a serious problem we have here in America and across the world, I'm sure. But being that in America, in the USA, we are the #1 consumers of opioids and narcotics and hard drugs in the entire world. So that speaks volumes, and something needs to change. Something needs to happen, and that is all I gotta say. But do let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I'm sure many of you who
Well, damn, that's a dark and dark turn. But unfortunately, that's the reality in which we live in, bro. It's the drug pandemic is a whole other conversation on top of the chaos that we live in within our own societies, right? Like, we're dealing with so much shit from politics and health and workforces and people trying to make money, people trying to take care of their families. We don't even have time. We don't have time to really sit here and get into the drugs that, you know, are killing us every single day and killing our children. Like, I didn't see it taking this kind of a twist, but like, nah, like, the shit is a problem, bro. The shit is a problem, especially when it's affecting 14-year-olds and 19-year-olds. It's like, again, it's easy to leave a post and leave a comment of ignorance because you don't like the YouTube CEO and you just want to, the fact that you think her losing a child is an eye for an eye because you got fired from YouTube is insane to me. I'll never be that level of ignorant ever. Like, yeah, just tough. I'm gonna highlight you guys in the next video. This was YouTube's CEO's son died and people are happy about it. This second story, bro, kind of gave me draw the pause, man. Like that one was sad. That one was sad. I don't wish that on anybody. Y'all take care of yourselves, bro. And I don't know, bro. I'll never sit here and advocate for people to take drugs. Like, people are gonna do what people do. Less of two evils. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to go for that strong shit, that Perkins shit. I don't know none about none of that, bro. But I just know weed. Hey, man, like, want to get your mind right? I get it. It's a good antidepressant, but all that other shit that could be laced with fentanyl, like, miss me with that, bro. We ain't got time for that, man. But appreciate you guys. Hit the like and subscribe button for more content. Yeah, man. RP to the victims. I'm out.